Hi, nerds. I have some old comics for you this. Not quite prime golden age, but 50s, mid 50s, which is that little period, kind of that little dead area. It's 5 years too early for the 1961, Fantastic Four and sweet Stan Lee superhero stories. And then it's about 5 years after, the comics code, sort of pre code horror stuff that's super valuable. So so not big, tens of thousands of dollars comics. These are, $50 comics that are kind of beat up, and so maybe they're not that. But I got them for a great deal off of a friend of mine, her parents, from their basement. So these are their childhood comics. The mom and the dad, both of those comics, and we're going to look at them. But first, I would love it if you would subscribe and comment and like. The reason for that is I've never tried to monetize this channel. I'm not really. I don't care how many followers I have, but now I kind of do because since I've never tried to monetize it, I've just been kind of low key. But Google started putting ads on there um, on their own, which kind of irks me. And they said that I can't make those decisions about the ads until I have 1,000 subscribers. And so I'm like, by golly, I'm going to try to get to 1,000 subscribers then. So if you could help me out, that'd be great. All right, a little change of perspective because I am out of Golden Age bags and boards like a rookie. So you think I would do better, but nope, not at all. So this is fun. This is Archie number 94, and hope it's showing up. I'll lay it down instead of putting it in the rack because I not bagged and board. I don't want to hurt these any worse than they are. Now this era of Archie, this is before Dan DeCarlo and Al Hartley and kind of that Silver Age era of Archie where folks remember the art much more distinctly. The art style in this era was much different. These are some early Archies when you think about, again, just the 10-cent. By the time they moved to 12-cent Archies, I think DeCarlo was kind of becoming the predominant artist. But I mean, you just gotta love these old Archies right here. I mean, look at Betty, Betty and Veronica getting ready. Here they are again, reading the wholesome Archie. Look at this, the mirth of a nation. So this is Archie number 75. Laugh number 76. Archie, Jughead known for his jokes. So there's Archie's joke book. Look, it was colored in here. And I mentioned that these are a friend of mine's. This were her mom and dad's childhood comics. Now, if you want to know the difference in boys and girls, look no further than this. And so the mom's comics, Patsy Walker and Miss America. Now look at the dad's comics, Sea Hunt. And we'll go back and forth and you'll get a good sense on the different comics that they read. Now these are Dell comics. Those were very popular comics. Millie the Model, of course, was a very popular line. Even the fish is taking a picture of Millie. Here is, it's more for the dad. DC Comics, we're making comics marketed toward girls. A Date with Judy. And here's some more Dell comics. And here you go. Girls Love Stories. I don't even know who the publisher is of that. There's no Signal Publishing Company. So that is entirely brand new to me. Red Ryder Comics, that's fun. And again, here's another one of the mom's comics, First Romance, True Love. And again, I am not from True Love Comics. I don't know if they were a subsidiary of someone else or who they were. The dad, what was he reading? Jungle Jim. The mom heartthrobs. We made a big jump here. We are in 12-cent territory. They're getting quite pricey. And another Jungle Gem. Secrets of Young Brides. And another Dell Comics. And now, the dad was a voracious reader. He loved some Tarzan. Here's Tarzan. And at this time, there was no numbers on the front. It said 10 cents, but Edgar Rice Burroughs' Tarzan. And look at that, riding an elephant. And look at this. I mean, that is just classic. Now, this is 15 cents. So this is a little later as a comic. And back to 10 cents. But here's a couple more that get away from gender stereotypes. I don't know if these were mom comics or dad comics. All right. Walt Disney's Hardy Boys. I always liked the Hardy Boys when I was a kid. And Spin and Marty. And then Atlas, which was pre-Marvel. So Atlas became Marvel. You can see, if you know, Astonishing Tales was a Marvel title when superheroes started to come. But before that, it was just really kind of wild stories, astonishing stories. Strange Stories of Suspense, World of Mystery, another pre-Marvel Atlas comic, Uncanny Tales. Does Marvel like the word uncanny and like to put it in their comic titles? So that's number 40, Uncanny Tales 46. And here is Spellbound number 28. And the last one, the 9th edition, the big complete book of Archie, 25 cents. But if you look at the spine on this thing, someone got a great value for that. That was a lovely Christmas present back in the 50s. All right, some fun 50s comics, and with a little bit of a different perspective because, you know, dummy me ran out of bags and boards, but didn't want to damage them any more than they already were. You know, they're old, and I hope I look that good when I'm that old. So it's a lot of fun. I'm going to look them up and see what's up. I don't know that any of these will go into my personal collection, maybe a few. And most of them, I think I'll put them in the, in the antique shop booth, or maybe throw them on eBay and find them a good home. But just really fun stuff. I love the era, but it's a little bit of a tweener. You kind of want your comics to be maybe a few years earlier when it's pre-code, or even into that World War II era where they just really feel special, or you want them to be just a few years later when they get into, Spider-Man and Fantastic Four, the early 60s when, those comics are tens of thousands of dollars. These are nice comics, and, 30, 40 bucks will buy a nice little piece of comic book history. So if you want to, I'll do more comic videos like this. I try to do them fairly regularly. I have a giant stack of comics that I need to show you yet. So if you want to subscribe and like and comment, I'd appreciate it. Just follow along, and I'll check you next time. All right, take care, nerds.